Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful morning here in beautiful Cincinnati. Mona, speaking of beautiful, good morning to you.
Well, Clyde, what a wonderful Friday compliment from my friend. Thank you very much. You must want something. Yeah, I'll let you borrow some money.
Okay, everybody at home, you
weekend.
heard that. Everybody at home heard that. I'm going to let you know how that works out Monday morning.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, Clyde, we always have some good ideas here, but I'm going to, I was reading about some ideas that Skyline Chili asked its fans to come up with. And so they were looking for some new recipes, and they said, hey, fans of Skyline, give us some ideas of some new recipes you'd like us to come up with. And some of them were interesting, others were not good on an empty stomach. It just was kind of turning my stomach this morning. But one of them, you know, the fans came through. They came through with Skyline Pizza, Skyline Chimichangas. This one was weird. Skyline Corn Dogs. Now this was my favorite, vegan Skyline. They really need to do that. They really need to do that because I'm eating more plant-based. You know, and it's all about me, Clyde. So, yeah, I'm eating more plant-based, but I think they'll get a lot more people in there to share, to eat Skyline. Skyline ravioli.
Ooh, now,
Skyline,
hey, I'd line up for some Skyline.
Ooh,
I'd be in line for some Skyline ravioli.
What about Skyline lasagna?
Yeah, I'd give it a try. I would definitely.
All right, this one I thought, this is one that turned my stomach. Skyline ice cream.
Well, now, Mona,
that just doesn't go together.
Well, you got to try it before you can absolutely say it won't work. Got to try it.
Yeah, but okay, you know, but I'm thinking Skyline, and I'm already lactose intolerant with ice cream. That is not a pretty picture for me that day.
We let it all hang out here on Cincy Lifestyle.
Yeah. You know everything about us. My favorite, though, they have a whole list of things, but one of my favorites was Skyline Nachos. If they do the vegan thing, nachos, I'm there.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens as this all develops. Boy, but we've learned a lot this morning, folks, haven't we? One of the things.
We sure have.
Yeah, we have. One of the things that we're going to learn this morning is what to do to maybe burn off some of that recipe testing. You know, with the new year, a lot of people have resolved to get back into shape, or at the very least, to move more than what they were doing in the year before. So one way to do this is through dance. And whether you're a seasoned dancer or you just dance around in the living room at home, you are bound to have fun at Dancefix. And to bring us into some of that fun right now, I want to welcome Heather Britt, the owner of Dancefix. Heather, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Clyde. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how the business got started in the first place.
Sure. So Dancefix is a high-energy workout class for adults. It has all different styles of dance in the choreography. And it started because I'm a professional dancer and choreographer, and I wanted to bring some of that artistry to dancers from all levels. So you don't have to be a dancer to take this class, but we're doing some really fun, unique choreography in the class. So we've been doing this for 6 years, and we have students from all backgrounds, abilities, all parts of the city coming to this class.
Okay, so when you're doing this kind of the Dancefix workout, what muscles do you use?
So we have all different styles with Latin dance, contemporary, we have a little bit of modern dance, we'll do some hip hop, African dance, and so we do that by design to keep it fresh, but also to use all different muscles. So in an African dance song routine, you might be getting lower to the ground and using more of your quads, and then you're more lifted and using your core in the contemporary. So we're using really every muscle in your body within the class.
Okay, all right. So let's talk a little bit about the environment we're in right now with COVID-19 and how you manage social distancing and safety in the class.
Yes, so it has been tricky. We have a studio in Blue Ash, and luckily the city of Blue Ash has allowed us to use the outdoor space, which you're seeing now, that's right behind us, the Veterans Memorial. And so we space students out 10 feet apart out there. You have to wear your mask coming into the space and leaving the space. While you're exercising and social distanced, you're allowed to take off your mask. per DeWine's rules. And then we're hand sanitizing on the way in. We are disinfecting everything. We do have inside classes, but those are only limited to 12 people, again, socially distanced and spaced out. So it has limited our numbers, but you can't stop us. We've been dancing outside in the cold and in the heat, rain, and everything. So.
Okay, now Heather, I don't want you to get fooled into thinking that I might show up at one of these classes, because me and dancing are in two different universes. But can you tell us about some of your upcoming classes?
Sure. So this week is free week at Dancefix. We're doing it only in our outdoor classes because of the COVID-19, and it's a little easier to with new students out there. So we have a class Saturday and Sunday at 11 up here in Blue Ash that are free to all new students. And then our current students that bring a friend also get to take for free. So it's just fun and a great way to introduce people to something new for the New Year's and New Year's resolutions.
Well, while you might not see me because it's free, you might see Mona. But in case other folks want to sign up and get more information, how do they do that?
Our website is dancefixcincinnati.com, and you do have to pre-register to come to even the free classes. So check it out. We'd love to see you. It'd be so fun. And I really wish you would come, Clyde. I've gotten Mona dancing before. So.
That's true. We remember that. Okay, well, maybe one day, maybe. But thank you so much, Heather, for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Mona?
Whether you're safely out in the public or on a Zoom call, your face is the first thing people see. So why not make it beautiful? And right now I want to welcome lifestyle expert Melinda McKenzie. Thank you so much for joining us, Melinda.
Hello, I'm so glad to be here, and I love talking about Plexaderm because it's really just about feeling fresh and feeling better.
So tell us how Plexaderm works.
You know, here's the thing about Plexaderm. It's just simply a serum. You put it on your clean, dry skin. And I do want to tell you just real quickly, I'm 59 years old. I'll be 60 in January. I use Plexaderm here, here, and here. I've been in my house since March. My skin doesn't look great right now. And that's what I love about it. Wherever you have those issues that bother you, those lines, those creases, you put that serum on, it creates a beautiful invisible shield. And that's exactly how it works.
Wow, you look great. I would have never guessed you were 59. So tell us, how long does Plexaderm work after you put it on?
Yeah, I love that question. Basically how Plexaderm works is, and as you can see in the videos that we're watching where people are putting Plexaderm on, basically anywhere you put this serum on your skin, what it's going to do is create a beautiful invisible shield. So let's say you have lines and creases, it's going to let those smooth out. If you have deep lines here, it's going to let those smooth out. But here's the thing, if you put it on clean, dry skin and let it set for 10 minutes, it's going to last up to 10 hours.
Do you have to have a certain skin type in order for it to work?
Right. That's actually one of my favorite things. All my friends ask me that question too. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if your skin's oily, dry, young, or old. Plexaderm will do its job. The biggest secret is a little dab will do you. Use the smallest amount. You don't need very much Plexaderm because it's highly concentrated.
All right, I have to ask, can you use it with makeup?
Yes, that was the first question I asked 5 years ago when they told me I'm a big makeup fan. I was using makeup to hide a lot of my flaws. Here's the secret with makeup. Use makeup and foundation that's water-based. You want to stay away from oils. Oils will break it down, and be gentle with it. You know, once you've created that beautiful shield, you want to tap it on lightly, but you're going to find you're going to use less makeup because it actually hides all the flaws we are trying to cover with our cosmetics.
And we have a diverse audience, so is it just for women or can men use it too?
Well, I will tell you this, Mona. What we did was we started focusing on the ladies because, of course, we all love the skincare routine, right? What we started to recognize was the guys started using it too. So as you can see in these videos, men and women both use Plexaderm. And whether you've had your wrinkles for 20 years or you've had an allergic reaction this morning, it doesn't matter. Put a little bit of Plexaderm on, let it set for 10 minutes on clean, dry skin, and you are good to go.
And you have a special deal for us today. How can we get Plexaderm for a reduced price?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to give Plexaderm a try, you're not sure about it, we have this really great $14.95 pack. What this is 10 applications of your Plexaderm for $14.95. We're going to do free shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee that starts the day that it arrives, which we want people to use Plexaderm, and we want to hear your story. So it's only $14.95 and a 30 money-back guarantee along with free shipping.
Melinda, thank you so much for talking to us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So, have you been dabbling in any new DIY projects or hobbies while home? How about sauerkraut fermentation? Now look, don't laugh. It's good for your gut and for your health. So we went to the Pickled Pig and got a one-on-one lesson on how to ferment food. So check it out.
Down the middle, and anything that falls off, just put it to the side. 1 or 2 outer leaves you want to peel off, and then I'll show you what to do with them later. So once you created this nice flat surface, you run down and just kind of do like a rainbow cut. You want to go maybe like 1/8 of an inch thick, so you have nice texture. You don't want to go too thin because that will create a mushy, soft ferment. And if you go too large, it'll take a lot more work to work the salt into the cabbage. Good quality salt is important. So for every 5 pounds of cabbage, you want about 2 tablespoons of salt. And you just sprinkle it on, mix it in, and it will cover the cabbage. Fermentation is an anaerobic process. You don't want any oxygen hitting your ferment. So the more liquid brine you have on there covering your veggies, the better it will be protected from molds and undesirable things growing in there. So, flavorings. You can start getting creative and fancy. You can add fennel seeds. We make a caraway sauerkraut, which is a pretty classic sauerkraut. And now you're ready to pack it in your jar. Once you get started, 2 days into it, you want to start burping it, and you will do it every day or 2 for the duration of your fermenting. Burping the jar, the byproduct of fermentation is lactic acid and CO2. So CO2 is a gas, essentially lactobacillus farts, if you will. So the gas will build up in your jar. You will see bubbles. You need to release it because it will blow your stuff up. It's powerful. You get a little bit in at a time. Then you take this nice tempura or your carrot or whatever vegetable you want to use, and you work the cabbage down. You don't want to fill the jar more than this. You want to leave about 1 inch or so because this will expand. And then, so we're gonna actually make sort of a blanket and a protective barrier for the cabbage. So if it does happen to grow a little mold that you can catch, it'll be on these top leaves and not on your actual cabbage that you're gonna eat. We're gonna need more brine, and that's easy to do. You just cold water and salt. The ratio for a 3% brine is 1/4 of water to 2 tablespoons of sea salt. So once it's all dissolved, you just pour it in here, make sure everything's covered, and you still want to leave a little bit of room with the brine itself. If you're using one of these 2-piece lids, you will put it on, tighten it, and then go a 1/4 turn back. And the reason why you go a 1/4 turn back is when the CO2 starts to build up, it will put a lot of pressure on this lid, and if it's tight all the way, you'll probably will not be able to get it off. You're shooting for 65 to 70 degree room, so your ferment is nice and happy. And then you also want to maybe put a plate or a bowl underneath your jar because there will be brines and things coming out, and you don't want to make a mess. Go to your fridge, get your jar out, get a fork, and go to town.
All right, Clyde, what about skyline and sauerkraut? Okay, no. All right, well, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, it's the hottest new gear, and it's about to hit the market. A tech expert will give us a sneak preview about some of the latest electronics that will be unveiled at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back. You know, each year the Consumer Electronics Show, known as CES, gives us a glimpse into the future, unveiling the latest high-tech devices that, due to the pandemic this year, however, the CES is virtual, with journalists helping to introduce the cool new tech on display. And one of those journalists, tech expert Lance Ulanoff, joins us now to tell us more about what CES is all about. Lance, good morning. Can you tell us how it's changing out there this year?
Oh, it's changing a lot. Normally, I would be in Las Vegas walking the show floor at CES. This year, instead, I'm live from the Harmon store in Manhattan, and I'm checking out the latest innovation from JBL, which is the #1 portable audio leader, as well as the fastest growing headphone brand on the planet.
Well, you know, every year we expect there to be something exciting coming out of CES. So what about CES 2021?
So much cool sound news. You know, we know that business people are looking for cool new sound devices that look good, sound good, work well, lots of innovation. JBL is actually updating their headphone series with the new Tour line. Couple of new headphones here. We've got the JBL Tour 1, which are over-the-ear noise-canceling headphones, and then we've got the JBL Tour Pro Plus, which are wireless earbuds. And as you know, wireless earbuds is a huge trend right now. They've got noise-canceling technology. They've got adaptive ambient aware, which means that you can hear what's going on around you while you're listening to your favorite podcast or music. They've got talk-through technology, so you can still talk to a person in front of you, but of course with the noise canceling, if you want, you can just shut it all down. They also have great battery life. Battery life is really important for portable technology. 50 hours of battery life on the JBL Tour 1, 30 hours of battery life on the wireless JBL Tour Pro Plus. And also the Pro Plus, by the way, have IPX4 rating, which means if you're working out, they're sweat-proof.
All right. Well, what about new entertainment technology popping up this year?
We're definitely going to be hearing a lot about display technology, new innovations on that front, but doesn't mean a lot if you don't have great audio. So JBL is updating its soundbar line with the JBL Bar 5.0 multi-beam soundbar. This guy has a lot of speakers all around it for 3D surround sounds experience, which means that you may not, because the speakers on the bottom, you may not need a subwoofer with it, which is really cool. It's full of technology. It's got Alexa multi-room capabilities, AirPlay 2 support for your iOS devices, and it builds in Chromecast, which means that you can basically start streaming right away.
All right, a little bit of time left, but is there one innovation you see out there that people ought to really be looking for?
Look, I love mobile audio, so you got the JBL Charge 5 portable Bluetooth speaker, and you know what's cool about it? It's totally waterproof. You can bring it out on the beach. You also can charge your other devices with it, which is really awesome.
All right, Lance, right quick, can you tell folks how they can get more information about what's on display out at CES?
They can go to jbl.com.
Okay. Lance, we really appreciate you taking time to talk with us today. Have a great day.
Well, it's produce with a purpose. The people at O2 Urban Farms aren't only growing and supplying fresh greens to some of our favorite local restaurants and markets, they're also fostering an education for a very special population through their partnership with the Ken Anderson Alliance. And we went behind the scenes to learn more.
Aquaponics. It's the combination of conventional aquaculture with hydroponics in a symbiotic environment. So, in layman's terms, it's mimicking nature by growing fish that supply nutrients for plants to grow without soil. And that's exactly what this Cheviot nonprofit, O2 Urban Farms, has constructed.
So what you see behind me, our farm is strictly a lettuce farm. So we grow 6 different types of lettuce. 3 of those are romaine. So what we do with that lettuce is when it's ready to harvest, we cut it and we actually mix it all together to make a blend of those 6 different types of leaf lettuce, and it creates an artisan blend. We've worked with a couple of other different types of products, but what we found is that we're able to do lettuce very well on this system. Lettuce is one of the products that grows very well hydroponically, and in our particular system, the way it's set up, that our lettuce it's just a delicious product that we then decided to tailor our system to really focus on lettuce that we are already doing quite well.
It takes 6 weeks for the lettuce to harvest, and when it's ready for distribution, they ship their lettuce to a wide range of local spots in the tri-state. But O2 Urban Farms is really more than just lettuce. It's produce with a purpose. They've partnered with the Ken Anderson Alliance to provide work opportunities to adults with disabilities, so everyone can grow and learn in a safe, comfortable environment. And even with the onset of COVID, there's still plenty of work to be done.
I joked at one point, okay, when COVID shut things down, where's our lettuce going? And we said, let's have a lemonade stand, but it's lettuce. And by golly, that's what we do 2 days a week.
And it works.
And it works, and we sell a heck of a lot of lettuce. and it's run by 2 of our employees, and a couple volunteers show up just to look pretty, and it's really, I'm kind of proud of that we've given them that ownership. But work goes on here. Everyone is expected to produce. Everyone is expected to treat each other with dignity. Everyone is given the opportunity to grow, to express themselves. I just think it's a gem. What goes on here. A lot of good goes on here.
It's no secret a lot of small businesses have experienced significant challenges from the COVID-19 pandemic. One company is encouraging everyone to help make a difference. Derek Foster explains.
Small businesses need support more than ever, and many organizations are stepping up to help.
Wells Fargo is one of them. They started what's called their Open for Business Fund. It's a $400 million fund that they have set aside specifically to help small businesses around the country. $50 million of that 400 is going out right now as cash for businesses, specifically in the Cincinnati area as well, to help fund them through the pandemic.
Learn more and find specific ways to help at wellsfargo.com/shoplocal.
And that's Cincy Lifestyle for today, Friday, January 8th. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a blessing when you do. And have a great weekend and make today a great day. Thanks for watching our video. And if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, we love to say it, make it a great day.